remains of which we can see here. Look, these steps. This monumental staircase marks the official entrance to the Agora. And this is why the bima is just opposite there. Now, from the other side of the staircase, a marble ceremonial road starts, which ends down to the port. The western port of Corinth was the port through which came in the city all the Roman officials, even the emperor, coming from Rome. Rome is west of Corinth. So, this road was the processional road. The reception of the dignitarians started down there to the port, and as a procession came on this marble road here all the way to the bima where added. This is why you don't see on this road chariot wheels signs and animals fate and things like that. It's just pedestrian, ceremonial, processional road. Now on this side of the road and the entrance, behind you there, we have the main fountain of the city. This fountain had water until recently. And when I say recently, 10 years, possibly less. The water was drained out from here and it was given to the village by the archaeologists for the protection of the water erosion of the monument. The arches, you see, we're in front of the water cisterns that were behind. Now, in front of the arches, you see a shallow swimming pool. It's a shallow swimming pool just on our side, in front of the arches, in front of the water cisterns. This swimming pool was for the hot days of the summer, when Corinthians came with their water jars to take fresh water for the home. They had also the opportunity to refresh themselves in that shallow pool. This is why this swimming pool, this fountain, was familiar and a place where all the people who were tired could have some refreshment. To these people are included also the temple slaves. The temple slaves there could be refreshed, could drink water, and at the same time they could find thirsty worshippers. Now, looking back to the Acropolis from here, I would like you to remember 2 Corinthians 10:4. Our weapons are spiritual weapons and not fleshly weapons, for demolishing every spiritual stronghold risen against the knowledge of God. The time when Paul wrote these lines, this stronghold up there was not yet a military base, but was the spiritual stronghold of prostitution, in the shade of which the entire mega city of Corinth was living. Next door to the fountain, there, we have a square area surrounded by columns, which is identified as the meat market, the time of the Romans. I would like to remind you that once Apostle Paul was asked by the Corinthians if they were allowed to go not to the temple but to the meat market to buy sacrificial meat. You know the story, On the other side of the meat market, we have partially excavated the public baths of the city. opposite, on the other side of the road, you see chambers in a row. They are all shops. This is Corinth. Although we have 5% excavated, is very rich in information related with the New Testament. In Corinth, a Christian can spend more than a full day just sitting somewhere, looking around, studying his Bible, and looking for the illustrations, looking for the special spots. Here our tour in Corinth is accomplished. So thank you very much. You have some free time. 15 minutes, more, less?
One question.
Yes.
Do we have any idea where the
Synagogue.
church and the synagogue might have been, the worship?
That time the church was not a building, but they called out from the society.
Right.
The church was in the house of Titius Justus, which was next door to the synagogue. But we don't know where the synagogue is. There are a lot of indications of the Jewish presence found by the archaeologists, but no one of them in situ, on the site. And so we cannot say this is. There are archaeologists, among them a Christian archaeologist who was some years a director here, and also representative of the American Archaeological School, called Oscar Bronier. According to Oscar Bronier, possibly is under this modern building there, the synagogue, at this area. But still we need further research, to be sure and to say this is for the synagogue. Is there any other question? Free time. How much?
No, no. That's, I love how.